Yeah, alright, fuckers and fuckettes. This morning, I've been listening to all these damn Democrats, and I've been listening to several Republicans too, that they can't find no cuts. They can't find no valid cuts. Well, to be honest, I can find some without even trying very hard. Let's see, right now you've got millions of Americans got these government cell phones. You know what? Most of them are on SSI, most of them are on welfare. Some of them ain't even on welfare. Some of these people are working and getting this shit. This one right here cost me $127 a month, and I got to pay that bill. Now, it's a luxury item. It's not a must-have. It's not a necessary thing. In fact, most of the time this one's a curse on my fucking existence, because if I didn't have the battery out of it right now, my call volume's usually 100 a morning before I take the battery out at noon. Sometimes I get pissed and take it out before then. But that's not something that people need to have. I mean, if they want one, they can get off their asses and they can go work and they can get one. Period. I can see some old person, on SSI, disability, whatever, that really is disabled, or they're 90 years old, they can't get up to call it 911. Give them a 911 only phone, which most of the phone companies will do for free, but I believe that even that's subsidized by the government a little bit. I couldn't find anything to prove that, but at least, I've looked into the Obama phones. I know a lot of people that got them that, they're working 30 hours a week. And they don't use it for no fucking, to find a job or no shit. They're using it to talk to their old lady, plain and simple. But, 250 minutes a month or whatever. I don't know what that shit costs the government, but there's a cut you can make right there, because A, it's outside the government's constitutional powers, and B, it don't make no sense. The government's supposed to be in all kind of trouble, and we're going to give out all this shit. Now, let me see. We just gave China. We're in a national crisis. Our credit's been downgraded because we won't quit spending. But we just gave China $888 billion in aid. And stop me if I'm wrong, but what's China done for us, number one, aside from basically ruin American manufacturing? Why are they getting any aid from us? They make shit so cheap that American manufacturers cannot compete. They don't stand a chance in hell. And we're going to send them aid? Wait a minute. They're doing better than we are. What the fuck? Why don't they send us some aid? $888 billion is, I might be a dumbass redneck, but I think that's pretty close to $1 trillion right fucking there. To a country that is industrialized and is actually doing better than the United States in every way. We're going to send troops over to Syria. Hey, we ain't the fucking world's policemen. We might want to be or some shit like that, but it ain't our job. I understand it's a humanitarian effort and all that, but we got Americans right here in America that are starving in the fucking streets, and you gonna send all them billions of dollars over to them motherfuckers. And, that don't make no sense. America first, period. You got all these people collecting SSI, and I've said it before, I'm sitting here with 3 bullets still fucking in me, in my spine, can barely move most days. I can still work on a fucking motorcycle. I've had every one of my ribs broken away from my spine. I can still work on a fucking motorcycle. I can still, granted I can't drive down to the store most days. That's why I sit here and work on them more than I ride them. It would be the other way around if my body would let me. You better believe that. However, it won't, so I sit here and work on them, and that's what I do. Plain and simple. And I've caught a little bit of shit from the county because for a while there, one of the neighbors got upset and put ads all over the damn internet saying, you know, making it look like I was a damn motorcycle shop, which I'm not. I mean, you bring me your bike, yeah, I'll work on it for you, or usually I prefer to show you how to fix it yourself, because if I do it for you, it's fixed once. If I show you how to do it, you can fix it as many times as it needs to be fixed. And that's just, you know, common sense. I mean, you know, this is a hobby for me. It ain't no damn business. It ain't gonna become one either. How about we get them people off of that SSI shit? Because we got a lot of them on there that don't need to be getting it. That's for damn sure. Fuck, where's my 8mm damn range? There's a 5/16 somewhere. Yeah, you got all this foreign aid going out to all these countries. None of them countries are stepping forward to help us. They never have, you know. We helped out Japan years and years and years ago after World War II. Look what happened there. Fucking Japan got into a very fair competition with our own electronics industry. And yeah, they're ahead of us in a lot of fields, but we're dead tying the rest, so I mean, it's all good. That works out. None of those loans, the war reparations, I can understand never being paid back, but none of that aid, a lot of it was sent out as loans. None of it's ever been paid back. Same thing with Pakistan, a couple other countries, several South American countries. How about we start collecting on those debts? And while we're at it, all these banks that just got 0% interest loans, what did that total to? $16 trillion I just read? No wonder they didn't want the Fed audited, and no wonder they don't want Geithner to retire. Yeah, I got the balls to say it, even though the media don't. There's some shit in the fucking woodshed on that one. Plain and simple. But those are loans, so they're expected to be paid back. A couple of them are flaky at best, but at least there's an expectation that they will be paid back, and it counts as securities in our treasury or whatever, or at least securities in the Federal Reserve, whichever you prefer to say. And that's a good thing, because we need it at the moment. We damn sure need it. And then you've got other little things that, I mean, you know, niggling things like, oh, now some dimtard's gonna call me racist because I said that, but, you know, there wasn't no racist intention to it. It was just, it's a phrase, or Southern. Excuse the fuck out of me. Black folks can use it, so can I. But, I had a black dude tell me a joke last night. And you can't call me racist for repeating it, because it really did come from a black man. But, he was joking. But he said that I can't call none of my motorcycles nigger-rigged anymore. I'm supposed to call it a presidential solution. I thought that was funnier than hell, especially when you consider Ace is 6'4" and black as the ace of spades and about twice as big around as me. That man tells a joke like that, you laugh. But you know, if a white boy says that, it's not politically correct, or you're automatically racist or some shit, even though it's intended in just plain good humor. Which I think is wrong, and I think a lot of the media and a lot of the people of the United States need to give up on this politically correct crap. As you see, being politically correct is the responsibility of the politicians. If you are not a politician, you have no reason to be politically correct. And you know, you've got the government sponsoring all this high-tech security in our schools and stuff. That's bullshit right there. All you're doing is teaching them kids, you're getting them used to prison, because to be quite honest, I've seen less security going in to visit my brother in prison than I have going into a damn school to give a lesson on how to build computers. And I think that's a shame. I mean, I think that that's completely un-American. You've got a government that the media eats up every word that they say. Has people so scared that they won't even come out of their houses. They won't let their kids play in the streets. And reality is, aside from created crimes, and what I'm considering created crimes are, you know, government has expanded law enforcement beyond any reason, and that hits on another note. You know, you've got all these law enforcement agencies getting federal subsidies, and you've got all these defense contractors that if they don't spend all of the money in their budget by the end of that accounting period, they don't get as much the next time. And spending that every penny somehow tells the federal government that they need more money. Okay, when you see them at the end of that accounting period and they're rushing to scramble and spend that money, that's not right. What would be right is they return that surplus to the federal government and say, hey, we just didn't need it. You know, and do the same at the state level too. Hey, we just didn't need it. Let another law enforcement agency have it or something, or let another defense contractor take advantage of this free money.